Oh, manga, time, we're in the 17th chapter of Metaphor ReFantazio. I don't hate the manga adaptation, but as someone who's experienced the game, it is very rushed in a lot of areas. Like, kind of two major two portions of the game, in also some issues with character awakening powers. I criticize Hogenberg and Straw awaken their powers at the same time, doing the unlocked focus on Heisme. But I get this is a manga and not a game, which is basically you get what I mean. You get what I mean. I understand they have changed some things, but the kind of entire storyline like that, I don't know, just makes it feel weird that they just have Will awakening doing the battle against that human. I just so it's an alright companion piece of the game, but if I were to choose between one or the other, I choose the game over again because the game is well developed. The characters, we see the characters well and their powers separately. Because it bugs me that they just cut this out. And for whatever reason, they cut out the next story arc. The story arc that came before this, that game focused to Juna. But they cut all that and moved some dialogue elements to later chapters. Like, why skip the arc in the first place? Again, infiltration is a level, a dungeon and stuff, but if you're gonna cut some, you gotta make sure you at least clear. You could just change some elements that actually make it work in the manga, not cut it entirely. That I wouldn't be as mad if it didn't affect the characters' awakenings. If it didn't affect the characters. Here's the problem. Currently, these older storylines affects the characters. That's my major. It's like it was the time. It's like this is gonna be running for a couple more months. Like it's not gonna go over 90 chapters. Like it's like it's gonna go up to like 50 or so, 50 to 60 chapters. Where this is going. As we're coming on this second to last story arc, going this story arc before we get to the next one, which is very important to the story. They can't cut for a lot of reasons. Okay, if you've not seen the game, if you've not played the game, I'm not gonna spoil it. But they can't cut it because it's totally tied to one character. So. But I just hope it's going to be better than this. Because it's kind of ridiculous that they just did this. So, just play the game, okay? Anyway, I also want to show something I bought yesterday. I bought Return to Silent Hill. Yeah, that crappy recent movie. Watched it when I was in cinemas. I didn't get any scares. It's a horror film, but I didn't get any jump scares. Like, ah! That scares me. That type of scare. And it was very few and far between. So yeah, this is not a good film. And this is coming from someone who's not even familiar with the source material. Yeah. You know it's bad when someone who's not playing the entire game, face off, knows it's bad. But that's not what I want to talk about. I want to show you something I actually found yesterday. Yes, this is real. Over the Garden Wall on Blu-ray in the UK. This is significant because we rarely get any home media releases from Cartoon Network products, especially in present day on Blu-ray. I think this is the first Cartoon Network series released on Blu-ray in the UK. I know it's been on DVD in America for a while, but never on Blu-ray. At least I think. I don't know. There's another video about his announcement of his Let's Get Home release months ago. I didn't know it would go home release here. And it wasn't there last week either. I know it. I just stumbled upon it yesterday. This is significant. That's why I bought it. And yes, I do like it. I've seen all the episodes there once before. It's good. So, this gives me hope that more Cartoon Network shows will be released on Blu-ray here. And no, it's not just tying the HBO. Not time with it released on HBO Max, because this is not on HBO Max. I checked. One All you can watch on HBO Max is the first season of Ben 10 and Ben 10 Alien Force, the entirety of the Ben 10 reboot. Yeah, a lot of the Cartoon Network classics only have one season available. But the modern shows have all the seasons. I don't understand why. Licensing? Oh, I don't fucking know. Enough of that here. Let's just get into the manga if we get you know. This is a major criticisms. Let's see this manga. Not bad, but again, if I had to choose this over the game, I'd choose the game over and over for many reasons. And if I came to the manga without knowing about the game, I wonder how I would react to it. I wonder how I react to the manga when I never played the game. I started playing the game months prior. It's weird that they released a manga adaptation months later after the game came out. Also, speaking of games, we got some news about Persona 4 Revival. It's suggested to be released around late August and released sometime in early 2027. So if that's the case, then starting around September, we might get a trailer for it. Or we could get a first trailer we might get a trailer for it at the Tokyo Game Show this year. Because they finished development and it's supposed to soon. So they're going to do a lot of work with the voice acting and marketing. So I guess they might release a trailer at the Tokyo Game Show later this year. Alright, enough talk. Let's get into it. Oh, play pause. Persona 4 Reload stories now available on Persona 4 Phantom X. Yeah. My criticism of that. Why did it take so fucking long? I'm sorry, but this whole Reload story, I've been out since 2024. 2 fucking years. When the game came out. It's bloody ridiculous that they took so long to catch up with the Chinese release. Yeah. I don't understand why they're taking so long. This is why the game's not doing well right now. Because people can't. There's all other stories that people can't play, and by the time they arrive, people have forgotten about them. It's my criticisms. They have to make sure the games stay up to date. You know, every 2 or so months they update, release the next part. Sorry, I don't fucking know. This time we get into it. So the chat was out with you waking up, he's in the bed. Again, I'm here. With the guards, I purpose duo. I distracted them. They kind of. He was with his sister and the guards, and strange as a powerful magma was flowing through, causing the beast to go berserk. It's a type of dangerous type magma. Melancholy, I think it's called. It got separated. Yeah. So the game offered to help him, find help her. But I think it makes it clear what he wanted to do when they married her. Did he want her to go through the sacrifice or save her? The chief takes a few seconds to decide this, but decides to save her. He wants to save his sister. Again, really respect for the character who really cares about her. But I do not know my copy is a copy of Metaphor will work properly because I left it out so long because I lost the case. And I should have put someone else to keep it safe till then. Or I had to watch a fucking Blu-ray which I did. Oh, dumbass. Dumbass. Oh well. Ow. So, anyway, after that, so again, I had to. So we recuperate back at base with Juna, and this is where Juna ends up reading Wilma's book, and she mentions that she thinks Louise had something similar to it, but these books are very hard to get your hands on, so it shouldn't be possible for Louise to have one. Still, like it must be me. I know, because I played the game. Do you? Can you figure it out? I'm gonna try. It's really hard not to mention any spoilers for the game, but I'm trying my best to keep the spoilers light, so you can experience the story yourself. Again, you can play it on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, possibly Nintendo Switch 2. I'm not sure about that one actually. Final Fantasy comes out. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth comes out in a couple of days on Xbox and Nintendo Switch 2. I just hope it doesn't make me pay for it again. I don't know what the hell happened last time. Oh, shut up. If that's gonna be the case, what the? So seems like once the date raises, you have to pay up for your pre-order. Isn't the point of pre-order to pay for it months prior? So you have immediate access to the game as soon as it comes out. There's so many things wrong with Xbox there. So many damn things that piss me off. I explained the whole thing that happened months ago. When we released on Xbox and Switch 2. An issue with that. Like, it couldn't access it or to pay for it again. It's a stupid decision, too. Like, the whole point of pre-order is to pay for it. So your order's been placed. That way, your payment's been up front. That way, you're going to immediately access when the game comes out. Not pay for it when the game comes out. It's a stupid decision. I know it's unreal, but I just want to get the off the chest if that is true. So, what was I? Anyway, that's what the others are. And well, Eric mentions that they're a bit of a conflict right now with about Bayma's Power Best Duo. The hell is that? How is that light there? So I just saw a light moving up and down like a type of spot. There it is again. What on earth is going on? No torch could be that big. No torch could be that big reflected that far. Fucking crazy shit's going on. But anyway. Then we cut to, it seems like they're in conflict, but turns out they're playing a game of chess. It's actually a really good comedic moment. Again, that's why I say I don't hate the manga. I hate the pacing most of the time. But the comedic moments I love. I just love the expressions the characters give. Gives them a lot more time to expand more on the characters during these comedic scenes. I'm not saying they weren't flashing on the game, they were. I didn't know where a certain character, because of how late the story was, I didn't know I had a friend to make a friendship about that specific character. So I prevented him way too late. So I couldn't. Alright. If you want to get in the game, if you want to get all your follower bonds up to the rank them all up, there's a specific time you can do it, as long as you already start. There's a specific time you can do it at. That's later. That's towards the end of the game before going for the final battle. As for specific reasons, a a couple days of free time until the final battle. You'll go for the final battle, so it allows you to rank up the entirety of the final bombs. I was almost done except for one character. We're not going to spoil yet. Not until the next arc rolls around. So anyway, it's a nice fun moment between the characters. And then again, a location walked to some type of giant tree. To begin. And this is where Juno's moment comes. Actually awakens to her archetype. I think it's not a unique way she awoken in the game. Because in the game, when she awakens, she switches to her performance outfit, which she wore early on at the start of the race. Again, that's my problem with the pacing. So how she awakens is similar to the game. She's a prodigy. But having it here, so close to another character, is baffling. Again, that's why I don't like the pacing in this manga. It really affects the characters when they awaken to their archetypes. That bothers me. Okay? It bloody bugs me. But what can I do? Is this your name word? But I'm free to criticize. And I'm usually not good at criticizing. Anyway. So yeah, Juno awakens to her archetype power. Magic Burn Tree was actually a monster. Our parents still shocked, but there's no time for chit chat. It's time for them to go. As that ends the chapter. Again, the way they handle the series, I'm not too keen on most of the time. The pacing isn't great. I enjoyed chapter 1 for being different. To have a show meet Will on the carriage instead of Bogenberg, who doesn't even interact with him until a bit later in the first part of the game. The opening act story. You get what I mean? So that took a while. Again, the game focused on time. Again, manga's different, but they could have probably paced it out a little more and just do that. But anyway, I may get the Persona 5 manga read to see what's changed. I do have the first one, I've only read or bit of it to see what changed. But reading it fully from the start, and get as the series is still ongoing at the time of recording this. It's not over yet. That's really because they include a lot of content from Royal and other Persona 5 games. Most likely post. They're gonna have a post story, a finale arc. Anyway, also, well, I miss. Most likely this arc will take place before the third semester, and be based on Tactica. That's my guess. Might go for that storyline. Let's just see the characters in regular proportions in that game. Good game though. I haven't been there, but it's a good game. I liked it. But anyway, what do you think of the Metaphor manga? Leave in the comments down below, and also in the comments who's your favorite character from the game. And I'd like to thank you for watching. Check my content, please thumbs up button. I see you all, subscribe to the channel, please come so it's later for JoJo chapter 36. Then maybe some other manga reviews, because why the hell not? Super Jump out.